All right, so as y'all can probably tell, I like making videos. And I don't know why I started, a few years ago. I've probably been on YouTube 3 or 4 years now. Who knows, maybe even longer. I don't really keep up with it, but it's hard to say the way the time flies. But, been through a lot of changes since I've been on here. I started out kind of doing prepping and gun stuff, and I still do some prepping and everything, but hadn't really made videos on it for a while because it takes a lot of time and a lot of money and resources and everything like that. Doing a lot of prepping stuff, videos. For some reason, the videos just take a lot of time, or it does for me. I've always seemed. But anyway, that's not really the point of this video. But I like I said, making videos and meeting new people and forming friendships here. And it's pretty cool how you can connect with people all over the world and be able to talk to people. And there's a lot of people that know more than me, and I can learn from them. And maybe it's some that I can help, and they can learn from me a little bit or whatever. But anyway, I enjoy everybody watching, and hopefully you're still watching at this point and not just think it's going to be a rambling video. But all right, starting off, so I believe I'm going to title this why I buy Snap-on over Icon. There's Icon and there's a Snap-on. All right, so what do we got here? This Icon, I believe, was 40 bucks. It may have been 50, but I think it was 40 bucks. And I think it's a really good deal. I think they're really good quality. I mean, maybe not top shelf, but they're not really on that level yet. Maybe one day. Right now they're playing towards beginners, people on a budget, and do-it-yourselfers. I'll say, if you're not working full time as a mechanic in a shop, what have you like that, if you just got your shop at home, garage, you work on your own stuff, work on stuff on the weekends, and help some buddies out, keep your vehicles maintained, and lawnmowers and tractors, and what I'm talking about. I don't see any reason why you would need anything better than Icon. I've been here for 2 months, going on 3 now, and I haven't broke anything of whatever tools I'm using, except, no, you can't see it. The Icon work light I got, don't know what happened to it. I charged it up, took and put it on a vehicle, turned it on, and walked away to open the door for another guy to bring one in, and come back, and the light was completely gone. It won't. I tried to charge it up, it won't indicate that it's charging, it won't turn on, no lights, the battery indicator lights, nothing, just completely dead. I hadn't tried to warranty it yet. Not sure about the warranty on the lights and stuff, but the hand tools is lifetime warranty. So I've got some Icon ratchets, and I've got some Icon wrenches here. Even got the bigger ones, the 20 to 24 millimeter here. This is not the non-slip or whatever, just a regular wrench. But I haven't used them a ton, but I haven't had any problems with them either. They've not, you know, slipped or bent or broke or anything like that. You know, I worked up here part-time before, and I had a set of standard and metric cobalt wrenches. And, you know, I used to think they were pretty good, and, you know, they're not terrible, but they're not worth the money when you can get a much nicer set of Icons for, you know, pretty much the same price, maybe even a little bit cheaper. But going back, this is a really good quality ratchet. You know, it's got some reach, it's got the flex head, it's got 90 tooth on here, and it's got, you know, really nice swing arc. And I took these apart, and there was, you know, a little bit of lube in these things, and I put a little bit more of that Lucas assembly lube, and I mean, it's just, you know, so you can barely hear it click, you know, after it's been lubed and everything. So the reason that, you know, I buy Snap-on, well, the reason that everything's not Snap-on is because, you know, I'm on a budget starting out, and this stuff is really expensive. You know, I like to have a Snap-on box, you know. All right, so I paused it. I was getting a phone call. Not sure if the video cut out or anything, but anyway. I'd like to have a Snap-on box. I like the ones that has the slide tops on them, but you know, they're expensive. They're like, you know, around $2,000. You can find them a little bit higher and a little bit cheaper, and here and yonder on Marketplace. And yes, they do hold their value, you know, but that box right there is hard to beat for $500, which is, you know, what I got it for. And I don't have any complaints about it, other than the fact that it's not a slide top and it doesn't say Snap-on. But anyway, this ratchet here, a buddy of mine gave it to me. I have no idea how old it is. Some of y'all out there might know, but I know it's old school. FH 936A. So it's got the old school, you know, 36 tooth, but I took it apart and cleaned it and lubed it up, and you know, it's okay. You know, I use it a lot for oil changes and breaking stuff loose, and you know, a lot of the stuff like this is, you know, holds up pretty good for breaking stuff loose. But like I said, it's old. And he gave me this one, which is old school as well. I took it apart and cleaned it and lubed it and everything. This thing here, you can tell it's a chunk of metal. You know, it's heavy. And this one's a little more clunky, but I took it apart and cleaned it and lubed it, and it's definitely better than it was. But like I said, it's old school, and it's still working. This is a SL 715 USA. So the USA makes a big difference to me. You know, not saying Snap-on is, you know, worth the money, because I'm sure they are overpriced, but the fact that, you know, it's an American company, and, you know, they have American people out, I guess, making them, and then they've got American people out riding around selling them. And, you know, trucks ain't cheap, travel expense ain't cheap, tires, wear and tear, engines, diesel fuel, everything like that. But this Icon here doesn't say on the ratchet where it was made. I don't know if it's China or Taiwan or what it is, but all the Snap-on, at least hand tools that I've got, have USA on them. And this is a newer style, the locking flex head. It's still USA, still high quality stuff. And it's gonna last a long time. It'll probably outlast me for one thing. You can just rebuild them. They got the warranty if you totally destroy it, handle breaks and stuff beyond repair, they'll give you a new one. But all of these old ratchets, it's no telling how many times they've been rebuilt and they're still working. This one here, I don't know how old it is. It does have the comfort grip handle, which has been gnawed on, but this one here, I'm pretty sure is really old. The way the head's made, and it's got like the old style logo, which I don't know if my phone will focus on that. Maybe a little bit, but I'm quite certain that this ratchet is older than I am, and it's still being used, and that's pretty cool. And I watched a little bit on YouTube, a video of like the history on Snap-on, and it's an American company founded by American people back in 1920, I believe, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Started out just making a couple of like socket type deals that would snap on to different handles, and that's where they got the name Snap-on, I believe is what the video said. I don't know that for certain, just going by the video. But like I said, American stuff made by American people, and lifetime warranties and stuff, and the quality of it just being done by USA, makes a difference to me. And like I said, it is more expensive, but hopefully one day I can, I don't know if I'll have every single tool as Snap-on, because there's plenty of other, tools that are really good quality and may even do a better job in certain situations, and, different things like that. But I would like to have the majority, like I said, I would like to have a Snap-on box. And, it's a box here that the guy owns a shop. That box is probably 35 years old and still works. But, I would like to have a Snap-on box, and, all of the hand tools like sockets and ratchets and wrenches and things like that being Snap-on. One day, like I said, one step at a time and everything. But that's the kind of stuff that's, quality. And, like I said, this is what I'm gonna be doing here for the rest of my life. So it's not, just a part-time, at home type thing. Like I said, I wouldn't spend all that money if it was. This is, a career and something, that it'd be pretty cool, if 30 years down the road, 40 years probably, when I get ready to retire or die first or whatever, if, I may not use it every day, but if I still have this ratchet in whatever box, turning bolts for that long, because, I play music too, and, I've got a couple Martin guitars, which is prestigious. I've got a 1955 Gibson banjo, which is prestigious. And, I didn't get them overnight. I didn't start off playing on them and stuff like that. It's something that, you work up to and, save money, catch a good deal, whatever, works out for you to get it or whatever. And, it's something that you pass on to your kids that has real value. And, like I said, with the tools, you know, anything that I'm involved in, you know, like music or, you know, tools or whatever, I like to have, you know, I may not can afford the top best stuff, but I like to have good quality stuff, you know. It's, you know, it's like you can play the same stuff on a, you know, $50 guitar or a $500 or a $5,000 guitar, and usually the 5,000 guitar, you can really tell the difference. Not only sound wise, but just the comfort and playability and stuff like that. So, like I said, the quality is important to me, and if it, you know, just wasn't so expensive, or I had more money to put into it, I would have a lot more stuff. But like I said, not saying that Icon and different ones like that, Gear Wrench is really nice stuff, but you know, I think they're made overseas too, which is why they're cheaper. But a lot of their stuff is kind of, you know, on the higher end and stuff. There's a lot of other companies, you know, like Tekton and Capri and I don't know, different ones, you know, that make stuff, and there is some other companies that make stuff in the USA and stuff like that. And I don't know anything about Matco because we don't have a Matco guy around here, or Mac or anything like that. So basically our only, you know, professional grade stuff is basically Snap-on and, you know, like through Napa, the Carlisle stuff, and, you know, Napa brand, whatever, and they sell Milwaukee and stuff like that. But, you know, really the big tool companies you think of is Snap-on and Matco and Mac and stuff like that. Snap-on's our really only option. So, but yeah, appreciate you watching the video and everything. And, you know, this might be something that, you know, interests you. And, you know, because I like talking about, like I said, you know, music instruments, guitars and banjos, and, you know, of course, guns and stuff like that. And, you know, I like talking about tools too, and seeing what everybody uses and what everybody likes, and, you know, what you might think is a good tool and worth the money, but somebody else has had it and had a bad experience, and maybe it's not as good as what you thought. So you can save yourself a few bucks by not, you know, going by that certain thing or whatever. But anyway, appreciate you watching the video, and I rambled on for a while now, but yep, that's why, you know, I buy Snap-on when I can, and, you know, plan to buy a lot more in the future as I get, you know, money to put into it and things like that. But appreciate you watching. We'll catch you next time.